Hello everyone, I am BeBetterGamer. Welcome to BeBetterGamer Wrestling. This channel is dedicated to the classic series of N64 wrestling games developed by CAW Corporation, such as WCW vs. NWO World Tour, WCW NWO Revenge, Virtual Pro Wrestling 64, Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, WrestleMania 2000, and WWF No Mercy. I am giving you another call today, another creator wrestler, and it's Dean Ambrose, our current World Heavyweight Champion as I record this. Last and final member of the Shield. I've completed Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and now I am finally finishing up with Dean Ambrose. He's a pretty simple call to make, in my opinion. As always, the profile, the moves, the fighting style, the parameters, the ally and enemy, all that stuff will be in the description below. I have a link to a document where all that's nicely typed out for you, but we're going to jump right in to the call. So body, skinny 1, and keep it the default skin color. Head, male 2. That's the normal size head, I guess. I don't know. It's not the short head. It's the regular size head. Face, male 36. Whose face is that? Looks like Boss Man. Hair, short 2. Front hair, 12. And give him the 5th hair color, the brown. It's sort of like the medium brown. It's not like the light brown, the medium brown. Facial hair, give him 6. That's like kind of like the stubble, you know, the 5 o'clock shadow. Gave him a little bit of that going on. No mask, no hats. Ring attire, jeans 2. Now the first color I have default, the second one I have black. It only changes the button. You can keep it default if you want. Again, you can do whatever you want with these calls. It's just like a little thing to get you started. Upper body, tank top 1, going with the regular white. I mean, he's not coming out in ring tights, you know what I mean? Tattoo, original 1. You can't see it really too much, but it's the chest hair, just like with Seth Rollins. It's kind of a hairy-chested dude. Gloves, you give him taping. It's a tape wrist. And I give it the regular, I put it to the white because the default white, I'm not too crazy about that color, but whatever, you can keep it default white. He doesn't have wristbands. He's wearing the tape wrist. I don't know why I had that in there. No elbow pads, no knee pads. Feet, athletic 5, default color. There you go, Dean Ambrose. Very simple when all he wears is just tank tops and jeans. You know, here's his black tank top variation. Once again, same tank top deal, and just keep it default black. There you go. It's not that hard with Dean Ambrose. He keeps it easy. I kind of like calls like this because, you know, they're very simple to make but effective. I mean, I think it kind of looks like him. This is his Shield outfit, more so later Shield outfit, when he was transitioning more into his lunatic fringe gimmick. Upper body, now this is really cool, the Just Bring It tank top. If you just put both colors black, the entire writing disappears, so it looks more closely to the kind of outfit he wore when he was with the Shield. Obviously, standard Shield pants is the Boss Man ring attire. And gloves, just make it black. The wrist tapes, you know, he used to tape his wrist in black. And feet, boots 5. I gave the Shield every single different kind of boots, but I think boots 5 is actually the best boots for their Shield outfit. I might change Rollins and Reigns to have boots 5 as well. Upper body, tank top, light gray, or light black really, to get that sort of darkish gray tank top he wears. He's sort of been wearing, you know, tank tops with his Ambrose Asylum logo on it, but I just figured just keep it the regular tank top, and there you go. Dean Ambrose. Very simple, very easy. Once again, if you check the description below of this video, you can have the link to all the moves, the fighting style, the parameters, all that stuff is done for you, just like all my calls. I put that in there, and that's it. That's the call. So as always with my WWF No Mercy call videos, I like to do a match after I show you how I've made them. Just to show him in action and highlight some of the moves. I'm going to Backlash, and I'm going to be facing Chris Jericho. I figured it'd be very fun to face Jericho as Dean Ambrose. They had that really fun Ambrose Asylum match at Extreme Rules. Oh, that's my phone. I need to turn that off. Sorry, I owe everyone a drink, like Stone Cold would say in his podcast. But, you know, Backlash was the pay-per-view originally after WrestleMania, and they switched things around this year. I mean, I don't think there's been a Backlash for a while. Anyway, there he is. I gave him a different kind of walking, what's the word? It's just in, like, walking You know, it's just called walking for the. You can give him generic 1 or generic 2. I gave him generic 2 because he always comes down to the ring in kind of a hurry. Uh, so I'm going against Jericho. I'm going to show you some of the moves. I'm so glad I finally got Dean Ambrose done. I hope you enjoy it. Once again, this is, you know, you don't have to do it exactly the way I did it. You know, you can pick and choose what you like, what you didn't like. You can change around the moves. This is just to get you started. This is just so you can take my Dean Ambrose CAW and you can keep it exactly the way he is, or you can adjust it, give him a different face, give him different front hair, whatever. You know, it doesn't really matter. That's the beauty of Create a Wrestler in these video games, is you always see what other people do, and then you pick and choose and you create your own. I like to think that these creative wrestlers, I'm not trying to really make, the perfect Dean Ambrose or the perfect Seth Rollins, really just more so an extension of what I, believe them to be. You know what I mean? Like, they're a reflection of how I view them as wrestlers, as, superstars in the WWE or whatever federation, depending on whatever wrestlers I'm creating. So going against with Dean Jericho, give him the big knees. This was a fun match. Only had to do it in one take, unlike my Roman Reigns CAW. Or, no, not Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, actually. Seth Rollins, where I could not beat Roman Reigns. Took me like 5 different times to do it. A few things about this CAW. So everyone, we all know his finisher, the Dirty Deeds. It's kind of like that double underhook DDT, but he doesn't come down all the way. The guys usually, when he's doing the Dirty Deeds, they fall forward, but their knees stay up, so their knees hit the mat along with their head. I'm assuming that's for them to protect themselves, because if you remember when Dean Ambrose was with the Shield, originally his Dirty Deeds was kind of it was like a falling forward DDT in a way. I don't even think you can call it a DDT. Think like a Russian leg sweep, but like going forward, and he would just slam your head into the mat. I don't know how to explain it. Look up some old Dirty Deeds video clips on YouTube, how Ambrose used to do it. I'm glad he kind of changed it, because for No Mercy, I just used the double underarm DDT. It's a regular strong grapple move, I know. I always kind of feel, when I'm making a creative wrestler and I can't use one of the special moves, I have to use the regular moves as their finisher. Part of me kind of dislikes that. You can go in another direction. You can give him the double underhook arm DDT in his regular grapple move set, or you can give him like the punching jab combinations, maybe like the Roddy Piper punching. I don't know, whatever. But that's the way I did it. Right here, you're gonna see I gave him that clothesline. That's sort of like his rebound clothesline to me. You know what I mean? Obviously, they don't have the whole animation where he falls back into the ropes and he comes back. They have it in the 2K16 games. I gave him the no fear point, as you saw, his special taunt, because he does the whole, like, he points like the gun sort of at you. He blows you away. This is his turnbuckle special, the falling, forward ace cutter, diamond cutter, whatever you want to call it. They call it a 3/4 falling front neck breaker. He used to do that a lot in the indies. I don't think he does it anymore. I haven't seen him do it in WWE. I gave him the electric chair drop, sort of, because he does a variation of that a lot. So the electric chair drop was the closest I can get to that maneuver he does. He's got a flying elbow drop. I have it both to the inside and the outside. He's got the suicide dive. He's got the snap DDT, the kickstand DDT. Here we go. Jericho's mounting a comeback because, as always, once you give him the specials and you don't put him away, I could have won the match, but I like to extend the match a little bit because I like to show a little bit more of their moves. The computer starts coming back. The computers, they're special. They get a comeback special, what I like to call it, where they get double spirit meter, if you will, boosts for all their moves. Everything that usually would just bring up their meter just one little point brings it up 2 times as fast, and also things that normally don't raise their special meter does. So it becomes very challenging when you're trying to prolong the match and the computer is trying to fight back and it's countering everything that you're throwing at it. And you're gonna see Jericho throwing a lot of counters in a bit. What did we pass that I didn't mention? I gave him the running snap elbow, which is reminiscent of like the Keiji Muto snap elbow. Ambrose has been doing that a lot lately. He has a chicken wing, submission. He used to do that a lot in the indies. You know, he used to do his chicken wing submission. He used to do a lot more submission moves. But he doesn't really do a lot more submission moves now because his style is more of a brawler. You know, wild man style. He's the lunatic fringe. He's crazy. So he's very fast paced. He comes at you with a lot of punches and kicks and slaps. But you know, Dean Ambrose to me is a really good wrestler, and if you've seen a lot of his indie stuff, yeah, he was involved in a lot of hardcore matches, but he's also got a lot of solid fundamentals. So I tried to, you know, harken back to a lot of that history, and I gave him, as a lot of his grapple specials, you know, he's got the Texas Cloverleaf, he's got the Indian Deathlock. What else did I give him? There's his running cross body that he loves to do. So here we go. Suicide dive coming up. Perfect timing. Oh, and Jericho rolls out of the way. Awesome. So that just tells me, okay, I'm going to have to go for it again. I mean, you don't go a Dean Ambrose match without him doing the suicide dive. And here I go. I try to get the flying elbow off. I don't know why I went for that. Oh, man. Trying to get the flying elbow. I figured I'd give it to him inside and outside because, you know, he does it a lot. That's like his big go-to, you know, high-risk maneuver. He does a standing flying elbow, or I should say when the opponent is standing, he'll come down with a flying elbow. They don't have that in this game, unfortunately. You know, that's the only downside with making modern-day wrestlers in WWF No Mercy, and also, you know, WrestleMania 2000 or Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. You know, so much has changed in wrestling. So many new moves have appeared. So many fancy moves that, you know, technology probably even at the time could even animate. I don't even think probably in WWF No Mercy they would have been able to animate the, you know, rebound clothesline. You know what I mean? So that's the only downside. That's kind of why I like playing the 2K16 games, because at least, you know, even though I'm not crazy about the gameplay engine, at least they got all the moves. You know, Fire Pro Wrestling is a little bit better in that regards, because Fire Pro Wrestling, they were a little bit more ahead of the times with all the moves. Bam, suicide dive, perfect. Although it looks like Dean Ambrose hit his head on that table. Now I got my special going in, so I'm gonna bring him back in the ring, because if I miss this special opportunity, Jericho, it's going to be tough to kind of beat Jericho, because he's really getting that momentum going. And so to kind of make it easy for myself, I'm giving him a Irish whip into my front special. There you go. Dirty Deeds. Busted Jericho open. Perfect. Perfect. It's like giving him the thumbtacks, you know, ending it with a big finish. And there it is. Dean Ambrose, third and final member of the Shield. Finally, I did the Shield. It was a long time coming. But I'm getting a lot of good feedback on my Shield calls. A lot of requests for a lot more modern day WWE guys. Don't worry, I have an extensive list of No Mercy, Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, and even WrestleMania 2000 calls that I will eventually get to. They take a long time. They take longer to make than my Let's Plays, honestly, because I put a lot of time and effort researching the moves, and you know, I want them to be really good, because once I upload it, that's it. You know, I can't take it down and do it again. So you can do whatever you want. You can adjust it. I hope you like it. Let me know of any changes you guys do, any ways you think you can improve on it. And there you go, Dean Ambrose, the Lunatic Fringe, our current WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Let's see how long that lasts. I hope he has a good run with it. But anyway, I am BeBetterGamer. Check out all my other Let's Plays and calls and all my other videos. I got a lot of good stuff, I think, on my channel. I am BeBetterGamer. Thank you for watching, and as always, until next time, keep watching all the wrestling. Thank you.